Hello, welcome everyone to the Verizon Racing League's broadcast of the Bass Pro Shop Series from Bristol Motor Speedway. This will be the final race of round one of this championship battle. It'll be 80 laps here to settle the first round. 5 drivers will be eliminated at the end of this race. And right now, those 5 drivers below the cut line are Jeremy Clemens, Spencer Gallagher, Joey Logano, Spencer Boyd, and Brandon Jones. They're going to have to step on and get to the front here if they can win a shot advancing to the next round. On the pole for this race is Alex Labaine. Alongside him will be the 7 of Justin Allgaier. Then row 2, we have Joe Niemancheck and Kaz Gralla. Row 3 is David Starr, Michael Annette. Row 4, Elliott Sadler and Spencer Boyd. And rounding out the top 10, Josh Williams and Tyler Reddick. Then we have Ryan Reed, Dylan Lupton, 13th and 14th are Eric Almirola and Chase Elliott. 15th, Ray Black Jr. 16th, Austin Dillon. About to hit the command to fire engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
To begin to roll off pit road, here's the rest of the lineup. 17th place is Stephen Leake, the Daytona winner, locked into the next round. And alongside him will be Garrett Smithley in the number 0. Then we have rounding out the top 20, JJ Yaley and Ross Chastain. 21st is Cole Custer. 22nd, Daniel Hemrick. 23rd is Joey Gase. 24th, Chad Fincham. 25th is Austin Cindric. And 26th, Matt Tiff. 27th is Vinnie Miller. 28th, Jeremy Clemens. 29th is Greg Galding. And 30th is Ryan Truex. You can see the rest of the field here. Brandon Jones, Joey Logano, Spencer Gallagher, they need to get to the front as they are below the cut line. We'll give you points updates as the race goes on. Just above it, though, we have Greg Galding, Chad Fincham, and Ross Chastain. They need a good run as they come off turn number 4. Green flag is out at Bristol Motor Speedway. Already about over the lead as Joe Niemancheck attempts to go to the inside. Oh, we're wrecking already. Around goes the 1 of Elliott Sadler. I believe he got turned by his teammate. Back at the line, Joe Niemancheck will lead them back to the caution flag. It was a big crash. We might have a wreck under caution. 4 wide salute here, looks like. Looks like they'll gather it up and get through that mess. We'll go back and take a look at what happens here under this. Well, coming off of turn 2 on the first lap, I believe it's going to start here with this number 7 of Justin Allgaier, who started second in this race, did not get a very good start. See what happened. Oh, he's going to get hit there by Kaz Gralla, and that's going to turn him down right into the 1. And then Josh Williams, who's locked into the next round on a win, he gets through that pretty well, but then he slides back up on the racetrack. Looks like he'll keep that spot. Now we'll focus in on the 1 of Elliott Sadler. See what happens. Oh, we'll see what happens after a spin. Not quite sure if he's going to hit anything. Well, he does hit the inside wall pretty hard with the rear end of his race car, but other than that, he's able to save it. Oh, but then, a lot more contact. Now he'll gather back up, so things got pretty crazy racing back to the caution flag there. Catch all the way back up to the leader, Joe Niemancheck, in the number 15. So, early chaos here at Bristol. Elliott Sadler is pretty safe into the next round, well above the cut line, but we'll take a look at some of the drivers right near that line. So, Brandon Jones is last place in the points standings and is pretty far off that gap. Just under, well, just around 40 some points back of the line. He's running in 35th place. Doesn't have any damage from that wreck, but almost involved in that. Then we have the 76 of Spencer Boyd here. He's in 14th, a little further up, but still pretty far behind in the points standings. I'll have to check on his progress throughout the race. Then Joey Logano, another driver, we saw him starting at the back. He's in 38th. They'll be going back green flag soon. We'll give you the rest of the running here. Lineup, excuse me, of the point standings. Spencer Gallagher, a little bit out. He is out by 23 points. So So a lot of work for him to do here in this race. And then Jeremy Clemens is out by 13 points. Chastain is plus 13. And they come back to the green flag. Still a long ways to go. And Stephen Leake back onto pit road. He's lucky he has a win and it's up front in the point standings. Or else this day could already have been a disaster for him in the points. But he will be okay. It definitely won't help his momentum as we are back under the yellow flag. Big wreck! Spencer Gallagher, a driver that needed a good run, is involved, as well as the 42 of Kyle Larson. Elliott Sadler in another incident. Cole Custer, Jeremy Clemens with problems. Let's go back and see what happened. Already another crash here on the restart. So, Elliott Sadler here, running about 28th place. I'm not sure if this is going to start with him. Looks like it, though. Oh, he's going to get into the wall. And oh, wait, no. Kyle Larson gets turned here by Greg Galding, another driver right near the cut line. A lot of drivers contact off that corner. So then he gets hit by Brendan Brown. That's going to pose problems for him. A lot of damage to the rear end of Kyle Larson. And then we see back here the 23 of Spencer Gallagher. Oh, and then it hits Jeremy Clemens. So a lot of drivers that needed help. Oh, needed a good day, and not going to get it most likely here. Could make a rebound. It is a short track, but right now the damage on the 23 looks pretty severe. They're going to have to do a lot of work to get that thing repaired if they want a shot at a good finish. We'll see here, Jeremy Clemens below the cut line needs a good run. Running in last place here, and it doesn't help that he made some pretty heavy contact right there. The car in front of him. Then we had another wreck over here with the 1 and the 00. We'll see what happened. Cole Custer is way up in front of him. So, oh, the 7. Oh, he just gets really sideways. I don't know if he got all the air taken off of his car or what, but around he went there, and that's not good. There's a lot of damage to his car as well as the 1. So, some big problems early in this race for a few drivers needing really good runs. This might be the end of the day for Jeremy Clemens here. Either way, he's going to have to do a lot of repairs. Yes, that is the end of the day for Jeremy Clemens and the end of his championship hopes. We'll see who all has been eliminated so far. 2 drivers out of the race, Elliott Sadler and Jeremy Clemens. Yeah, it looked like he took a pretty hard hit to the right front of his car. Most likely that damaged the suspension beyond repair. He might be able to join back a little later in the race, but I imagine that it won't help enough to boost him into the next round. So that would mean Jeremy Clemens, the driver who came in here on the cut line, is out of the race. We're going green this time by. We also had, though, Spencer Gallagher involved in that wreck. He is not out of the race, but he does have a lot of damage. Cole Custer too far in, probably didn't make an effect. As they roll off turn 4, we're going to get this race back underway after 2 early cautions. Green flag is back in the air for Joni McShay. Oh, he's going to hit the wall there a little bit. They're going 3 wide. Oh, he's in the fence now. The black flag might have been being shown there, I'm not sure. Oh, we are back under the caution flag. Another crash has happened as this will leave Alex LeBay in the lead and allow Stephen to get a lap back here. Oh, big problems for Brendan Brown. A lot of damage to his car. He came into this race well above the cut line. 103 points up. Most likely he will be okay to advance, but maybe not. Spencer Gallagher, you can see on pit road there. Still a lot of damage to his car. Let's go back and see what happened here. I'm not thinking it's going to start with him. I believe I saw there maybe glimpses of the 9 car. Tyler Reddick. Oh yeah, they're 3 wide. That's not good. Oh, Reddick's going to get turned by the 60 there. Oh, big contact with Vinnie Miller, and then There's Brendan Brown, Greg Galding. Oh, and then Spencer Gallagher and Christopher Bell contact. I think that might spell doom for the number 23 car there. We'll look at some onboard cameras here. Go on board the number 54 of Greg Galding. Needed a good run this race. Most likely not going to get it now. Yeah, just nowhere to go when the 86 made contact there with the car in front of him. Joey Logano wearing the visor cam for this race. Narrowly avoids this wreck and will keep his playoff hopes alive. Or his championship hopes alive here with this wreck avoidance. You can see though that it happened right in his mirror. And then the 40 car up there. Well, it's a little sliding here going through the corner, but he's going to miss the wreck too. That could have been very bad for Brendan Brown right there. Luckily for him, he didn't get very much contact. Let's go on board Christopher Bell. Right into him. That's a ton of damage. Then Spencer Gallagher plowed right into him. So, ton of damage for those drivers. Alex LeBay, the leader now here in Bristol. Let's catch back up with the field as they are getting ready to go back green flag racing once again. They roll around turns 3 and 4. Spencer Gallagher still out there chugging. Tyler Reddick not that far above the cut line. Green flag back in the air. Alex LeBay and Josh Williams going after each other here. Both drivers pretty safe in points. With Josh Williams having a win, he is locked in. Now he's going to go for, he's looking for a second win today though. Oh! Contact, but they're going to save it. That's going to give the lead to Josh Williams, but we are back under caution flag again. Oh, there's a car on his lid. That is Greg Galding. And that will end his championship hopes. Most likely. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's just going to cut Kyle Larson off, and he's going to end up putting a bunch of cars into the wall. Stephen Leake's bad race is just getting worse with a more heavy contact to his car. Let's go on board Kyle Larson here. Not sure if the 54 was maybe unhappy with Larson after his move to take it 3 wide there or what, but Greg Galding just did not leave Larson any room at all to stay on the racetrack. Let's go on board Stephen Leake. Yeah, Leake didn't have really much damage. He just had what appeared to be suspensional problems the entire race. It's just getting worse. He might be out of the race after that. We'll go on board Daniel Suarez here. Now the 55 just slid up right in front of him, gave him nowhere to go. Let's catch back up with the field, and then we'll take a look at what cars are out of the race. So we're set to go back green flag racing shortly. Here are all the cars out. You can see Stephen Leake still in the race, but Greg Galding is... Stephen Leake out of the race, but Greg Galding, he's still in it, 2 laps down. But a lot of damage to him, and then you can see Jeremy Clemens race is over. Spencer Gallagher still fighting for his championship hopes. If we look a little further up here, a driver that needed a good run. Matt Tifft right around 24th place. This will be good enough to advance him into the next round if he can finish here. With some drivers right near the cut line. Ross Chastain 13th needed a good run. He is right there. Greg Gaulding was actually in the next round coming into this race, so got a lot. Oh, he's just trying to hold on. And then Chad Fincham, who's been right in the thick of everything this entire race, needing a good run just above the cut line. Well, as we come back to the green flag, we're going to get back underway here in Bristol Motor Speedway. Green flag. Great restart for the 90 of Josh Williams. Not so good for Alex LeBay. Now they're going 3 wide with the lap car. Oh, big contact to the wall for LeBay. He's going to lose a lot of spots. Ray Black Jr. trying to run down the number 90 of Josh Williams. The 28 car, Dylan Lupton getting in the mix. Kaz Gralla not that far back, as now we are back under the caution flag once again. Oh, big crash. And another championship hopeful, Joey Logano, involved in this wreck. Chase Elliott involved. Cole Custer, big damage in a wreck under caution. Chase Elliott was 8th place and crashes coming back to the caution flag. Doesn't look like he made any contact, but the number 19 and the 40 also had contact. Well, we'll go back and look at the bigger wreck here. It's going to start, I believe, with the 22 of Joey Logano and the 60 Lawson Cindric. Oh, LeBay got in the wall, and he's going to wreck the 78 and the 22, and then drivers keep on just piling in, making the crash even bigger. Let's go on board with the visor cam. Joey Logano, his championship hope might have just slipped away. Yeah, nowhere really for him to go at all, and then just keeps getting run into. Really nothing that Joey could have done there, and there was a wreck right in front of him. No real way for him to have avoided that there. Then we'll go off the bumper cam of Ryan Ellis. Championship battle getting very, very interesting as the race goes on. Let's go on board with the number 18 car of Daniel Suarez. Then we'll take one more look at this part of the wreck from Vinnie Miller. Seemed like he didn't even really make much of an attempt to slow down there. Not sure why, but he just kept on going. Then we'll see what happened to the 19 car. Come back to the caution. Oh, that's pretty heavy contact with the outside wall, actually. Not sure if it'll be enough to cause much damage to his car and affect how it drives, but still, pretty heavy contact there. Field gets set to go back green flag racing once again here in Bristol. So they roll around turns 3 and 4. We're going to get it back underway again as we're just under halfway. Green flag. car battle right now. Josh Williams trying to get away from the number 99 car of Ray Black. 99 running a little lower, but they're both going to hit the wall hard, and that's going to allow Dylan Lupton into the battle. Now Lupton's going to get in the wall, though. He'll fall back. Oh, there's 3 wide, and there's a wreck. Lupton hard into the number 9. Oh, big crash down the backstretch. Oh, that's about half the field right there. I would have to say that's about a good half of the field right there involved in that one. It's all going to start when 28 of Dylan Lupton gets into the wall, coming off turn 4, right here, and that's going to hold him up. Then they go 3 wide, and 4th and 5th go around. There's Eric Almirola. 9 car gets in it. 16, 11, 35. Can't even tell some of these drivers going through here so fast. 4 of Chastain's in it. The 60 of Cindric piles in. Suarez is going to go through pit road to make sure he avoids it. So we have a big crash on the backstretch. Wasn't really Lupton or Abrala's fault there, really. I mean, they just got pushed up into the wall. Not sure if Nemechek didn't know they were 3 wide or what, but he just came steaming on in there and made some really heavy contact with a few of those drivers. And those were some hard hits there. Let's go on board Tyler Reddick, a lap car, trying to get every spot he can. Gets involved. Michael Annette trying to squeeze by on the outside, got him around. Don't think Reddick's going to get any more contact than that. But we have a lot of drivers to look at here. Here's Ryan Truex. Oh, the 28 just got flung right in front of him. That's going to be the contact there for the 35. He's in it pretty hard. We'll have to wait and see if this is really going to affect the championship points. How many drivers that were in this wreck needed good points. Here's Ross Chastain. Packs it in. And we saw there the 60 running behind him on the helicopter cam. So a lot of contact. And then I believe we did have some more contact after the wreck was already over. We had some cars back here getting into it. So yeah, you can see here. Oh, the 23 of Gallagher does get hit. A lot of damage to him. Oh, and then he's going to get turned. Oh, another wreck coming back to the line. So here, the 19 car going to get hit pretty hard from behind. That's going to bring him some damage. And then the 0 car of Garrett Smithley is going to get in a wreck. You can see the 23 gets turned, and then Chad Finjam's in it. Alex LeBay, Christopher Bell more contact. The 9 more contact. I mean, that's a lot of cars there. To have their races ended so quickly. as we are not even past halfway in this race. And we already have a lot of cars out of it. Most of the wrecks we've seen up thus far haven't really involved a really big amount of cars. So we'll be going green this time by. We'll take a look at the standings. You can see only 27 cars in the lead lap, in the race. Only 19 of them on the lead lap. Ross Chastain needing a good run just above the line. He's out. Tyler Reddick is out. Spencer Gallagher finally pulls it off into the garage area as we're getting back underway in Bristol. Just past halfway. Contact as cars get up into the fence. Number 99 there into the wall. That's going to hold him up. Now he's in the wall again as we are back under the caution, and there's another wreck. Round they go. 54 is in. They race back to the caution. This one's going to involve Daniel Suarez. Can't quite tell where this one starts. Oh, Daniel Hemrick. He involved? Yep. Oh, he and Alex LeBay. Big contact here coming back to the line. More trouble for the 36. Oh, and then they're going to... Oh, Spencer Boyd. Up into the wall. On 2 tires, keeps it going. I believe that's happened a few times here at Bristol. Slammed into the wall, but he keeps on going. So Josh Williams remains in the lead for this caution. We'll catch back up to the field as he gets set to go green flag again. This time by Joey Logano, trying to salvage what's left of his race. Same for Greg Alding, who was over on his lid earlier. So we come back to the green flag for Josh Williams, looking for his 2nd win of the season. Green flag. Joe Nemechek in 2nd place, trying to run him down. Now Joey Logano losing some positions. He'll get into the wall. I think Logano basically just needs to focus on staying out of trouble and staying in this race, because I doubt we're done with the wrecks and DNFs. JJ Yaley going after 2nd place. Joe Nemechek, now Nemechek's going to get in the wall. Might have had a problem here. Josh Williams is falling back to the number 39. There's JJ Yaley, and we are back under the caution flag once again. Oh, Spencer Boyd in it. Another problem for the number 76. I don't know if he lost a tire there or what, but maybe it seems like he just kind of got loose there. Was there another crash though? Yes, there was. Three wide, and Tiff gets dumped. Oh, big contact to the inside wall. Talking about earlier how Matt Tift had kind of stayed out of trouble. Oh, and there's a wreck with the 19 and the 22. Lots of chaos. They race to the caution. Oh, Joey's just going to get loose. And I think that's the same thing with a bunch of cars there. It's 7, 19. There might be some oil down there. We saw a lot of cars there. About 4, I believe. all go around in that one spot. Well, we're getting close to just 20 laps to go. 25 right now as they roll around into yellow. There's only 16 cars in the lead lap now. Alex LeBay has finally taken that car to the garage area after numerous crashes so far this race. But right around here, we have a lot of championship, a lot of drivers that were close in this championship battle in trouble. Daniel Suarez has been having a tough day. He is 3 laps down in 26th, not very far above the cut line. Greg Alding's 2 laps down. He's still fighting for playoff positions. Chad Fincham is 3 laps down as well, so we're getting ready to go green flag. But we can see Ross Chastain out of the race. He was in. Jeremy Clemens out of the race. Spencer Gallagher is out. So a lot of cars out. As they come back to the green flag once again in Bristol. Green flag. 23 to go for Josh Williams. Spencer Boyd on the inside trying to get his lap back. Oh, the 90 car in the wall, and there's another wreck. Big crash. Oh, a lot of cars once again. Oh, the 2 and more contact for the 19. It's going to be the end of the day for the 93 car. Justin Allgaier is in it. Kaz Grell is in it. Justin Allgaier was in 5th. And he's going to get turned by Joe Nemechek into the 24. And somehow the 19 just about gets through it unscathed. Oh, Josh Balicki, big contact for him. There's the contact for the 19. The 2 car flying in there. More contact. As we have a big wreck once again, just after the restart. That onboard view, you can hear the RPMs pick up for just a second after the contact with Nemechek, and that's all it took to turn him around. Nemechek gets through unscathed. No contact for him. Now let's take a look on board the 93 of Ryan Sieg. Oh, Ryan Ellis, big contact as well. His race is done. The 2 car just slides on in there. A few heavy hits for him. We'll go on board Ryan Ellis here. Ellis had a lot of damage, but he was running in 7th place before this crash. So he was pretty good. Doing pretty good in this race. And then that contact's going to take him out. See, here's the contact right in front of Chase Elliott. See the 19 up there as well. As Elliott's going to get turned around. And that's a lot of contact. And we'll take one last look at it. See what happened as the 2 car slides in here. Tiff running in 15th. Oh, he's going to get hit in the back from the 35 of Joey Gase. That's all it took to send him right into the crash. So JJ Yaley leads the field around under caution as they get set to go back green flag racing once again. Joey Logano now right up there trying to get his lap back with just 17 to go. All these wrecks are helping him out. Green flag back in the air. The star goes wide. He's going to get in the fence. But now Josh Williams trying to get by the 22 of Logano. This will not be for position. Trying to get by the lap card so we can have a shot at the leaders. How long can they go underneath? we get a caution with 5 or less laps to go, that will be the end of the race. Side by side for second place. Josh Williams will grab that spot away from David Starr as Starr overdrives the corner and gets in the wall. Now it's J.J. Yaley versus Josh Williams, and the caution is back out once again. Another crash. This one might have involved the number 19 again. We'll have to see. Oh, nope. It's Joey Logano. Saying all these crashes were helping him out. Not this one. Just trying to get out of the way of the leaders here. Couldn't quite get out of the way in time. Oh, well. Ray Black just didn't get leave enough room. There's Kyle Larson getting a hit in there. I believe he'll be okay, but Chase Elliott, we haven't really seen him in many wrecks this race. He has spun out a time or two, but hasn't really been in much trouble so far. That changed this one. Contact. There's Kyle Larson going around. That contact actually helped him save it. It looks like, and that could have been ugly for the 42 car. Take a view from a little further back with Chase Elliott. Little contact to the left rear, and then the very nose of his race car did get into the wall. We'll see what happens here with Michael Nett and Brendan Jones. Honestly, that was a lot less cars than I would have expected out of a wreck that happened right at the front. Catch back up with the leaders here as they're still rolling around under this yellow flag. Right now, J.J. Yaley and Josh Williams both going for their second wins of the season. So we might have 2 title contenders already. We'll take a look at the running order again. Talking about the playoffs just a little bit more. See where certain drivers are running. Justin Allgaier out of the race. You know, he's not that far above the cut line, or he wasn't coming in. Now there was Chase Elliott or Daniel Suarez. Yeah, just 60 points above the cut line. We'll have to see if a 22nd place finish is enough for him, as we're getting set to go back green flag racing once again. Greg Galding's still out there trying to get positions. It's really hard. It's going to be hard to kind of guess what drivers are going to be in and what drivers are going to be out in the standings, because we've had a lot of problems for a lot of drivers so far this race. Like Ryan Truex wasn't that far above the line. He's in 31st out of the race, so we'll have to see as they go back to green flag racing what's going to happen next. 9 laps to go. Green flag in the air. They're going to have these next just a few more laps. And if the caution comes out after, or with 5 or less to go, they will not get back green flag. Oh, they won't be able to go back to the green flag. Side by side, 35 with a ton of damage, passing number 15, who's virtually unscathed. Oh, there's another wreck. The leader. J.J. Yaley hard into the wall, and oh, Joey Logano and Chad Fincham are done. Michael Annette's in another wreck, and David Starr is going to get the lead. We're going to have about a 3-lap restart here. Look at this, lap cars. Coming back onto the racetrack. J.J. Yaley hit the wall and comes down in front of the 21 and then gets hard packed in by these 2 drivers behind him. And I think that might be the end of the day for J.J. Yaley. I doubt Daniel Hemrick expected anything like that to happen. We'll go on board with him. Oh yeah, 39 just appeared out of nowhere. There was nothing he could have done about that crash. He was just trying to come off pit road. We'll take another look at it for the 40 of Chad Fincham. Another driver coming off pit road. Got a little bit of view from Joey Logano. See you again. It's like they didn't even try to slow down there. Although I'm not sure they expected the 39 to come back down. Looked like he was sliding back up the track. And then we saw there were some problems with Michael Annett. Oh, he just blows an engine. Tough break for Annett. Oh, there might have been another wreck under caution here. A lot of cars getting him beaten around. Oh, Logano. Didn't see that. Gets pushed down the... gets into the back of the number 19. And that's actually what turns him down to the bottom and leaves him no time to try to avoid that crash there. So, big problems for him. So we're going to have a very late restart. It will be a 2-lap restart. A green-white checkered here in Bristol. David Starr with the lead. As we have even more problems, we're going to have a lot of lap cars in the way as well. And we might not run all these both laps under green. We might get a caution almost instantly. But here they come. Green flag back in the air. David Starr did not get very far away from the 90 of Josh Williams. Down the backstretch, Williams is all over the 52's bumper. Now he's going to go to the bottom. Starr in the wall. White flag. They're both up the track into the wall, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Josh Williams rolls through 3 and 4. He's going to get in the wall, but he's going to win his second race of the season here in Bristol Motor Speedway. Second place is David Starr. Have to look at the standings for the rest of the finishes. Kyle Larson, third place. Great finish for him to recover with all those crashes. That really helped him get to the front. Joey Gase in that beaten up race car gets a 4th place finish. 5th for Joe Nemechek. Chase Elliott needed a good run, and he's going to get it with the 6th place. Ray Black fell back a little late there, but still a good 7th place spot. Garrett Smithley involved in a few wrecks. He finished 8th. Spencer Boyd was involved in a lot of wrecks. Got up on 2 tires at one point. Gets 9th. And Brandon Jones, who came into this race below the cut line, needed a good run. Got involved in his fair share of wrecks today. Maybe maybe around at least 3 or 4 crashes. Ends up with the top 10. Austin Dillon, a quiet 11th place finish. And then 12th place, Christopher Bell, 1 lap down. Gray Goulding comes back from being on his lid to get a 13th place finish. Josh Bilicki, 14th. Suarez, 15th. Daniel Hemrick, 16th. Michael Annett, 17th. Austin Cindric ends up 18th. And then we'll look at a few more positions. J.J. Yaley went from leading the race with under 10 laps to go to finishing 19th. Joey Logano passed a lot of cars after the crashes, finishing 20th place. Chad Fincham, 21st. 22nd, Justin Allgaier. We'll let you look at the rest of the standings here. Jeremy Clemens most likely out of the championship battle with that last place finish with an early crash. And then a few other drivers to mention. Spencer Gallagher, not very far above the cut line. Ross Chastain, they were all right around that line. Probably not going to make it to the next round because of that. Congratulations to Josh Williams for winning here in Bristol Motor Speedway over over David Starr, Kyle Larson, Joey Gase, Joe Nemechek, Chase Elliott, Ray Black, Garrett Smithley, Spencer Boyd, and Brandon Jones. We'll look at the final standings for this round. See Josh Williams 4th in the standings, but gets 2 wins. Then J.J. Yaley, Dylan Lupton, and Stephen Leake all involved in crashes at Bristol, but all had wins to advance themselves into the round. You can see Elliott Sadler, who wrecked out, still manages to make it in, as well as Ryan Truex and Matt Tiff. Chad Fincham barely manages. Well, he was pretty far above the line, but then Spencer Boyd manages to edge out Joey Logano for the final spot in the next round by 17 points. With that great finish for Boyd, I think he got about 9th place around there. After the wrecks, he still manages to get a good finish. If Joey Logano hadn't crashed there with Chad Fincham and J.J. Yaley, I believe he might have been able to make it. But you can see Ross Chastain, Brandon Jones got a good finish. Top 10 and maybe, I think it was 8th place. Still wasn't enough for him. But he didn't miss it by much. Around just over 20 points for him, 22. Spencer Gallagher ends up way below the cut line, and Jeremy Clemens the furthest back, finishing 40th this season. Well, we've eliminated 5 drivers, which means the points will reset going into the next race of the season. And a lot of momentum for Josh Williams getting that win in Bristol. And yeah, he won. This was his 2nd win in a row after winning Texas. So a lot of momentum for that 90 team going into the next race. Well, this has been the Verizon Racing League's broadcast of the Bass Pro Shop Series from Bristol Motor Speedway, the Fitzgerald Glider Kits 40. We'll see you next time.